Welcome to my channel Video Materials Edu Videos. In this video, I would like to discuss how to prepare the cover page of the PPT. For this, I'm taking a sample cover page. So I'm going to create a new PowerPoint by using the shortcut Control N. The new PowerPoint will be created. In this PowerPoint, I will see the title and subtitle. So this is one kind of layout which is available in the home menu. So when you click on the layout in home menu under the slides option in the ribbon, you can see various styles of layout. By default, when you create the PowerPoint, it will create the slide with title slide, where we can add the title of the presentation and the subtitle of the presentation if any. So now in this video, as I told you, I would like to create the cover page for a seminar report or for a seminar. So now I will show you how to create a cover page with the PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to take the layout as title layout. Within this title layout, I'm going to add the text, which was like this. So this is the content that I have in the cover page. I have added this content in the title. So this is the content, like a seminar abstract on. The title of your seminar will be written here, the name of the student and roll number, etc. So now how to format this content that has to fit into this title. Anyhow, for this cover page, I'm not requiring any subtitle. So I'm going to select this by clicking on the cursor inside the text box, and I can press escape and I can click on delete. Or we can also click on the text box border where we can see the mouse cursor like with the 4 arrow marks. You can click on it. Now you'll see the text box which shows the placeholder click to add subtitle. Now you can click on delete. So it is deleted. So now in this title text box, when I click on it, it shows the auto fit options for this text box, depending on the size of the text box. So now I need to know whether it is enabled or not. So you have to click on the drop down. It shows that it is automatically enabled. If you want to stop, you can also stop it. So now I'm expanding the text box so that the text has to be adjusted according to the content, but it is not yet adjusted because it is already auto fit. So what I need to do is I need to reduce the size of this text within the text box. That means I need to fit the entire text in the text box. So I'm decreasing the font size. So to decrease the font size, we can decrease line by line by selecting the line, and we have to select the font size here. Likewise, we have to do. But here we have one more shortcut I am using here. So we can use one more shortcut in order to decrease the font size. For that, I'm going to select the text by clicking on the text in the text box, and I'm going to press Ctrl A to select all the content. I'm clicking on Control A to select all the content. Now I am using the shortcut to decrease the font size with Control left flower bracket or Control left curly brace. So I'm decreasing it. So this is the content of the cover page now. Now I need to adjust the font size so that the title will be highlighted and the college name that you are pursuing your course or program has to be highlighted with the second priority, where the first priority is given to the title of the slide, which should be visible and which should have the highest priority, that is to be identified very quickly for the viewers. So now in this, I'm going to modify the first line. That means I'm going to format the first line. So before formatting the first line, so I need to remove all the gaps, line gaps in the content. So here I have a line gap. I'm going to delete the line gap and I'm going to assign line space as 1.5. If I just move the cursor in the home menu, I have a paragraph option. Within the paragraph option, I have line spacing option. So this, when I click on the line spacing option, it shows different line spacing here. When I move on 1.0, there is no change because by default it is 1.0. And when I move on 1.5, there is a change, but the text is not fitted into the text box. And if you go beyond, it is the same scenario which was observed with 1.5 line spacing option. So I need to set the line spacing option either manually by using line spacing option in the line spacing option in the paragraph. That means I need to choose this one, or I have to go for 1.0. So here I need to go with 1.0. So because I want to fit it into the slide. So now I'm going to decrease the font size of this particular line. So when I decrease it, just we can observe the font size that is mentioned here. That is I'm showing here. So when I decrease with the help of Control left curly brace or Control left flower bracket, the font size will be decreased. So now I'm going to press Control left flower bracket. So now it was decreased to 24. Earlier it is 28. So now similarly, I'm going to decrease the font. So I will give 18 for a seminar abstract. So if possible, depending on the number of students, we need to format the content accordingly. So now I have given the first line with font size as 18. And the second line, it is also 18. And in the third line, the title of the seminar, as I already told you, it is having the highest priority. I want to highlight the seminar title. So the title of your seminar will be written here. And that will be given as 28. By default, it is 28. I'm not going to change it. Otherwise, you can also increase the font size by using Control plus right flower bracket. So it is 32. So depending on the title, the number of words and the title, you can either choose 28 or 32, but it should be the largest font size across the slide when you compare with all the lines in the slide that is in the cover page. So this is having the highest font size. Now followed by, I need to specify for fourth line, that is the word by with some font size, which is 20, a seminar report on title by. So I need to represent the name of the student. In this line, I don't want to make this to be highlighted compared to the title of the slide, but I need to make it somewhat clear. So I need to represent this with font style 20, or we can increase the font size to 22 also. But when we increase the font size to 22, we need to increase the fourth line also. That means we need to maintain the same font size for these lines. If you take a project report where you are going to give the seminar, there the number of students may be increased to 4, but for a seminar report maybe 1. So based on the number of students, so we need to adjust the font size accordingly based on the context of whether we are creating the cover page of the presentation for giving the seminar on seminar topic or giving the seminar on the project report. So now in the 5th line, I have roll number and name, which was adjusted with font size of 20. So now in the 6th line, I'm going to decrease the font size of this, and I need to maintain a font size of 18 here, and I need to make it italic because I need to highlight who is the guide. So to present what is the guide name, before that under the esteemed guidance of has to be highlighted with italic line, then followed by the guide name and qualification. So now I'm going to clear the formatting for this line. But when I click on this one, it will remove all the formatting from the entire slide. So anyhow, so I will show you how the qualification is represented here. So I'm going to remove this. So this is initially the guide name, comma, space. I need to specify qualification. So, but I want to mention the qualification with some less font size. So for that, you people may do by decreasing the font size and you are showing it. But if you observe, it is in the same line. Then I decrease the font size. But I'm not going to decrease the font size now, but I'm going to use another shortcut where I want to implement the subscript. That is, with the shortcut Control plus. Control plus. That means you have to click on the keys Control plus symbol. So when you click on Control plus, it will provide the subscript option. That means the text will be subscripted. And if you provide Control Shift plus, it will be superscripted. So now anyhow, I will maintain the subscript because I want the qualification to be represented beside the guide name. Now followed by the designation name. Before that, I need to decrease the font size of the guide name, so which was 28. So the 28 is the guide name font size, but for qualification, it is not 28. So even though it is 28, it looks like 20 or 24 something. But if you observe, the font size of the entire line is 28. It is not changed, even if I applied the subscript. But you people may think that qualification font size may be changed to some 24 or 20 something, but it is not the case here. Then I'm going to decrease the font size, and I'm going to maintain 20 because in the previous line I'm maintaining 18 for the statement under the esteemed guidance of, and for the guide name I'm specifying 20 because I need to highlight the guide name and qualification. then followed by the designation of your guide you have to represent. For this, I'm going to maintain 18 font size, and as you are representing the name of the department, so no need to again represent the department of your guide. Font size 24, and the college name will be written here. And if you have any status like autonomous or anything, then you need to specify autonomous likewise. And this autonomous status that you have mentioned here will be again subscripted. So that you need to maintain for the college name. And when you compare with the title of your slide, it is 32 and the college name is 28. You have to maintain 28 and this is 32. When you maintain 32 here, then we need to adjust these two lines. For example, I'm going to decrease the font size to 28 so that I have to decrease the font size of name of the department to 20, and I need to decrease the college name to some 18 plus. So that is 24. Here it may be 28, and these two lines are 20 and 24. And we need to represent the address of the college with 18, and the academic year you have to represent. For example, you want to represent the academic year as 2020, 2021. Likewise, if you want, you can represent the academic year, but that is also of size 18. So now when you see the preview, so to see the preview, you people may use some kind of mouse clicks to see the preview. That means to see the slideshow, not preview, to see the slideshow. But for seeing the slideshow, we have a shortcut called F5. That is the beginning of the slide. That means from the first slide, I want to make a slideshow. That is with F5. So actually, when I see the slideshow, so I think it is somewhat better to see. But if you feel in any line, if you want to decrease the font size, you can decrease the font size. But when you see it, it is somewhat clumsy. I don't have the line spaces in between the lines, other than the designation of your guide and the name of the department in between these two lines. Why I has provided the space in between these two lines is I want to place a logo now. So I will add a logo now. For that, I'm going to click the cursor here. Then I need to insert the logo by using insert option, picture. Then you have to take the picture from your system. So I'm going to take so my college logo, that is the logo, your college logo has to be placed here. But the logo is not placed in the right position. So for that purpose, so we need to align the logo accordingly. To insert the logo into the appropriate line, I need to increase the line gap in between the lines where I want to place the logo. So I'm increasing the line space, and I'm going to adjust the size of the logo here, and I'm going to drag and drop the logo here. So I need to adjust it. Then I can use arrow keys to move the logo accordingly. Then we can see the slideshow. So this is the logo. So now this will be the seminar report. That is a cover page of the seminar report. Now we can also change the background design of the slide by using the background option in design menu. Within the design menu, I have a format background. So within format background, I can go for either solid fill or gradient fill or picture or texture fill or pattern fill, or we can also hide the background graphics in the design, if any. So anyhow, I will take the gradient fill and I can adjust based on my requirement. Likewise, you can adjust based on your requirement and you can create a design for the cover page. So I have created the background design, or you can also apply one of the theme here, which was showing on the screen. That depends on your requirement. So I'm going to take this into consideration and I will select the theme, so which I have shown here. That is an organic theme that I have selected here. Now when I see the slideshow, it shows like this. So now I can identify clearly the difference in between each and every line to each and every other line. What is the font size and what is the line gap, everything. And when you see the title may be adjusted for 2 lines, so maybe it is not a big issue, but it should be highlighted. So now when you see the slideshow here again, so here the title of the slide is highlighted and college name is also highlighted. But when we observe here, the font size is almost looks the same. So I'm going to decrease the font size of the name of the department and college name. So earlier I have given the name of the department as 20. So now I'm going to give the name of the department as 18. Because earlier, if I without applying the theme, if you observe, the entire text is in Calibri format. When you look here, it is in Calibri format. So I will show you the font style. So it is in Calibri format earlier, or it may be in Calibri Light. That was chosen by default when you open the PowerPoint. But when I select the theme, the font styles are going to vary according to the theme. So that's why I'm not getting the Calibri font style here. So I'm getting the font style which is selected here. That is a Garamond. You can also select either Garamond's body or heading style, any one of these two. So okay, by default, when you apply the theme, the font styles that are available in the theme will be applied on your content. So now when you click on here, you have to check whether the auto fit option is enabled or not. By default, it is not enabled. So you have to make sure that it is to be enabled by selecting auto fit text to placeholder. So automatically it was adjusted. Now I need to decrease the college name also. Earlier I have decreased the department size as it was 18, but when I enable this auto fit option, it was decreased to 16. Now I'm going to decrease the font size of the college name. So I have decreased it. So now the college name is of size 20. Either it is 24, now it is 20. So now when I see the title, it is 25. So I'm going to increase the font size to 28. So now, because the first priority to highlight that means the first thing that we need to highlight in the cover page of any seminar report or in project report is we need to highlight the title. Then second, we need to highlight the guidance, the guide who was guiding you. So with some notation called under the esteemed guidance of has to be represented with the italic, then followed by guide name and the designation of your guide you have to mention. And line by line, I'm going to check the font style, font size. Line by line, I'm going to check the font size. So for abstract, that is for the seminar abstract. For the first line, a seminar abstract, it was 16. I'm not going to change it. For second line, I'm not going to change it. It was 16. And for third line, I have assigned the font size as 28. I'm not going to change it. If you want to change the font style, you can also change the font style. But when the font style is changed, then the font size is also changed accordingly. Then the word by, it was 18. The name of the student, it was 18. There is no change. Then under the ST mode guidance of it is 16. I don't want to change it. Then similarly for guide name and qualification, it is 18. But yes, I don't want to change it. Then designation, it is 16. Then your college logo, then followed by name of the department is 16. Then college name, address, and the academic year. So now I can also increase this text box height, and I can also increase or I can expand the text box, and I can adjust the font sizes accordingly, as you are seeing on the screen. So I want to place some line gap in between these two. If you want to place, then for that I have to go for the line options. That is the line spacing options, and I have to choose the line spacing option in this options menu. Now click on this line space options. Now here in the spacing option, I have a line spacing as single. Now I need to specify what is the line space I need. So exactly here it is. For example, if it is 1.6 pt, pt means points, 1.7 points, 1.7 points, then it is shown like this when you apply. Similarly, I'm undoing this. So I can also assign the line spacing in between those two lines like 1.5 lines, so that I can see like this. But it is not applied to the only two lines which is highlighted here. Earlier, in case of the line spacing which I have applied with 1.7 points also, it is not applied to only two lines. So that's why we have observed the output like this. So we need to assign the line spacing for the entire content. So that is the only possible thing here we need to do. So I'm going to provide some space after the title, and I'm going to provide some space after the roll number. Then I'm going to provide some space. Before that, I want to decrease the logo because I need to adjust it. And this is the ST mode guidance of, and this will be the cover page final look. Now I'm going to give the slideshow. So now this will be the cover page. So without giving line spaces, that means don't give line spaces at the beginning of the content creation of your cover page. So at the end, you have to give the line spacing. So that is recommended. Thank you for watching my video.